What do you think about online dating? If you are a single mom or single woman in your, let's say, late 30s, early 40s, and you're alone, feels like there's no person for you, and if you feel like, there is no time, there is no energy, there are other excuses to not have a relationship and other priorities, it's not a problem of the man or anything else. It's always you. I want to be honest, and I'm sorry to say that, but the problem is you. It's always us. Like the people around us, it doesn't matter which relationship we are talking about, they are reflecting how we are. So these people are here for a reason, and to show us like our mirror, where we're not free, what we will need to work on, and that's amazing. And I just listened to another video from Estelle Perel. I love her. Like, when I grow up, I want to be Estelle Perel. She is awesome. All the wisdom and the looks and the whole energy of her and her being, it's amazing. But when she talk about online dating and how like this is not working, and even for dating, like not online but in a normal, let's say, physical logistic. I mean, again, with all my love and respect for her, she can tell a lot about a relationship, about the marriage, because she's in that, I think, 40 years or something. But like, again, 40 years ago was her first date. And for these decades, time changes, life changes, we change. And we adapt to this, for good or not, to this digital world globally that we are experiencing, and that's okay. So if you're not in a good place, in a good state, if you're not connected to you, to the real source of you, and again, to the physical part, to your body, to your emotions, to your mind and the inner dialogue and the source of you, of course, you will attract people who will show you where you need to work. And it doesn't matter if you meet them through friends, work, like, physically in person somewhere, or online dating. What's good on the online dating that you have, or assume that people have the same intention to get into a relationship, hopefully very transparent, which is of course not always the case, but that's why we connect with people. Everything is transparent. You have the age, you have the height. Well, we used to lie a little bit about how tall they are, talking from experience. It's okay. But, more or less, there are very great people there who are honest and transparent with the facts they put about themselves online. Of course, the optical, the pictures and how they look. And also, which is not the most important thing, but it's, unfortunately, we are like we are. So this is what you see. It's the first picture. And again, age, height, work, have kids, don't have kids, have cats, don't have cats, like dogs, no. So yeah, open to kids or not sure or completely not. like the selection can be impeccable. And then, of course, it's about what you really want. There was another video I saw a few days ago about the lady who, she's from Germany, but went back to Bulgaria to live there with her family, husband and child, in a small village. Super happy about the village life, in Bulgaria. Amazing. I can understand. I think that we all need that from time to time, this peace. But I disagree with something that she said, because she was like, okay, in our village, for example, we have one bakery and there is only one kind of bread. So we go there for bread and you take the bread that they have and that's it. Like, that's the bread. And when you go in like a big city, in a bigger bakery, or even in the supermarket, there are like 50 different, arts of bread. And you're overwhelmed from all this, just the diversity and abundance, let's say, and different choices. So it's overwhelming to have the choice and you don't know what to take. That's on an offer. That's what's, it's different. And I was like, no, if you really want something and if you're clear with yourself and honest what you really want, you don't settle for some bread from the bakery in the village because you don't want the normal white bread that's not healthy, that is not fitting to your, nutritional program. You go there and it doesn't matter, are they 50 or 100 or how many different breads you have. You want the one with the proteins, with the seeds, with, I don't know, flax seeds, with nuts, with whatever you like, whole grain, whatever, and you take it. And if it's not there, you better don't take another one to compromise and to, get out of your nutritional plan, to just because, well, tomorrow they will be there. So it's the same with online dating. Yes, there are many people there. Yes, we have a lot of just things to choose, and of course it's easier to replace someone if you see that like this. But if you really want something and if you really know what you want, and also be honest with yourself and do not settle for something that is not that what you want. It doesn't matter if it's the bread or the man. It's just the same. It doesn't matter how many other options are there. If you find the thing you want, just go for it. And it's not that easy to replace that, right? And it's not about just replacing something. It's about to find what we really want. And to know what we really want, again, we have to be connected with ourselves. So, with the soul, source, energy, whatever you want to call it, with our emotions, with our body, and with our mind. So we can figure out everything, more or less. And yeah, again, from experience, and again, if you're a lady in your late 30s, early 40s, and are disappointed from men out there, doesn't matter, online dating apps or somewhere else, it's not them, honey. Work on yourself so you will attract the people or the person you really want and deserve. And believe me, this person is there. Yeah, it's just waiting for you to align and to be clear and to be unapologetic with what you want, and again, not settling for less. So easy it is. And there are different groups of men, of course. In our group, our age, like I have friends, they are very into younger boys, which is not kind of my thing. Like 25 and less. I don't know, 10 years, 20 years, 15 years of difference. I don't know why. It's like for me, it's maybe okay for the men, but I just cannot take someone serious who is like in their 20s. Sorry about that, but it's maybe there's some daddy's issues here. But yeah, well, if you are about, want this group and want to have fun, and I just don't believe that someone in their 20s still figure out what they really want for their future. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, I'm talking from experience in my 20s. I mean, I get married with 20 because I thought that this is the right thing to do. Of course, I was in love. I mean, that otherwise I won't do that. But you develop so much in your 20s, so it's just, no guarantee that people just won't grow apart. So, and then the next group, like our, let's say, 30s plus age, I have the feeling that they also, many of them still didn't completely figure out what they really want. Or maybe, or most of them are also already taken, so, out of the market. And then the most interesting group is like 40 plus, I believe, because there are two groups. Like men in their 40s, the one group is like they just get divorced or got divorced, and they just don't want nothing serious because they just, free themselves from another lady and they had enough. So they had the kids, they had everything, and they just own their freedom and, no complications, which is fine because there are also women in that group. So they can combine their needs and wishes, which is fine. And there's another group, 40 plus, and a psychologist I really like, and who also helped me with her content and also courses to realize many things about not about dating, but like in general. But she has a video and social media. Her name is Natalia Kobilkin. I also did her certification course for life coaching 4 or 5 years ago, and incredible. You can find her on social media in English and Bulgarian too. Anyway, but she said something about men 40 plus, that they are like a free sit in a full metro, like, or bus. Like everyone wants to sit somewhere, but they don't like to sit there because there's something wrong with that sit. So someone who is single, never have been in a committed relationship, marriage or kids or any responsibility in their 40s. I don't want to disappoint you, but if you still believe that you will be the Disney princess, that Belle, that is going to, convert the monster into a Prince Charming, well, in real life, it doesn't work like this. There is a reason that someone is more or less alone for 40 years. Of course, people change. Of course, they can work on that. But yeah, it's a tricky area, let's say. And then we come to men, they're 50 plus. Yeah, could be like 10 or 15 years of age difference, but who cares? I mean, look, George Clooney and Amal Clooney, their difference is 17 years, I think, and there are also other examples. And it looks like it's worked amazing. And I have to say, people, 50 plus, let's say, or late 40s, they know what they want. They put an effort to achieve it. Most of them really want commitment and are clear with what they really want. So, yeah, that is my experience. Maybe you have other opinions, put them in the comments. I'm glad to hear and to learn also, to grow from other experiences. But and of course we cannot generalize people anyway, they're different. But if we set a norm, an average group, more or less, that's and let's not get to nationalities and how people react and differences, mentalities and stuff like this, because then the real fun begins. So that's about online dating and relating. And let me know, what is your experience? And no matter what we do, what happens, and so on, the greatest soul filler, it's love. We are human beings, and we are created to connect. We are not created to just exist alone. We are made also biologically, of course, to continue the species and create life and so on. But also, we are social beings. We need connections. We need other beings to learn from them, to learn with them, to grow with them, to reflect with them. Yeah, I know sometimes it's not that easy, but who said that life should be easy? It's not easy, but it's fun. It's a question of, the right perspective to look at it. So, the best soul filler still is love. So I'm wishing you lots of love to yourself, to people around you, and express it to yourself first, and you will be surprised how much it will come to you too from the outside. Right? Take care.